Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have another collection update to share with you guys. This series, well, it will also be in parts of course, just so that I can sort of split it up into more manageable videos. Rather than having one extra long video, I'd rather have several videos where I can get a little bit more in depth with some of these games. But yeah, most of the videos in this series, I believe, if anything, it'll be 6 parts in total. Most of the videos will have about 15 games per video, but the first video here will have about 20 games in it. So let's get to it. I'm going to be starting out with a couple of sealed games and a sort of combo set that I have, but everything else following that will be in alphabetical order. So first up here, I have this combo pack of Dead or Alive Ultimate. It's Dead or Alive Ultimate 1 and 2. And it's in this weird sort of sleeve thing that some games came in back in the day, about a little bit over a decade ago. There were a couple games that were released like that. Next up, I have 2 games that are still sealed. One is kind of ripping open already. It's Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. I have played this game, it's just that I found a sealed copy of it as well, and I've been trying to keep it sealed, but as you can see, it's already ripped open at the top and the bottom there. And the fun thing about that is that you get to play as a whole bunch of different Marvel superheroes, and the environment in the game is completely destructible, which is a real plus for that game. The other sealed game that I have is the Legacy of Kain series Blood Omen 2. I haven't played this one. I have played the Soul Reaver series, but I'm assuming it's more or less pretty similar. Maybe there's something else different to it. I think maybe weapons and stuff like that. But it's still a game that I do want to play, and I honestly don't even remember if I have this game unsealed, like opened up or not, but if anything, I'll just go ahead and open that one. Next up, I honestly didn't even know quite where to put this, either under 007 or Agent Under Fire, or even James Bond 007 in Agent Under Fire, but that's the game there. Haven't played many of the James Bond games. I have tried to play one on the GameCube on several occasions, but every time that I play it, it just seems to stop halfway through, so not quite fun to deal with that. But maybe I'll get to that one eventually. Next game here is 25 to Life. Advent Rising. Now, the interesting thing with this one here is that there was a huge contest to win $1 million for that game. But since then, that's all done and over with. Next is Azuric Rise of Parathia, I believe is what that's called. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. I haven't really been into the Baldur's Gate series, but it's one of those that is well received, so I should at least take a look at it, but I'm still trying to find the first one on the original Xbox. The next game here is Batman Dark Tomorrow, and I actually only got this one here because it came with a comic inside, and I really wanted to get that. Next is Beatdown Fists of Vengeance. It's a Capcom fighting game. Kind of weird one, but at the end of the day, it's a Capcom fighting game. I'm gonna go for it anyways. Next is Blade 2, just a movie license game, sort of action game there. This game here, I had played it a lot when I was younger, and I really wanted to find another copy of this. The closest thing I had to this was the demo disc, but I was really happy to be able to find this for only $5. I only got this about, I want to say, a little bit over a month ago. It's Blinks the Time Sweeper. Next game here is Blood Rain. Bloody Roar Extreme. It's another fighting game. This one here is by Hudson, and here you actually, if I remember correctly, you transform, like your character transforms into that sort of like animal-human hybrid thing when you fight. Next game here is Brute Force. Next two games are both Buffy games. This one here is Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Buffy the Vampire Slayer Chaos Bleeds. I like the show, so I thought, why not get the games. Next game is Castlevania Curse of Darkness. This is probably the Castlevania game I've played the least. If I honestly don't remember if it is a sort of like Metroidvania kind of style of game, or if it was more of like a Castlevania 64 situation. If anybody out there can remind me about that, that would be great, because I don't think I'm going to be playing this anytime soon. But yeah, I prefer the older style of Castlevania games than the sort of 6th gen style, I suppose. Or I should just say the 3D style. Next game here is Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay. Next is Classified: The Sentinel Crisis. There's a lot of shooters and shooters that are based off of other games, so they're pretty much just clones of other games. And a lot of like sort of war simulators and stuff like that on the original Xbox. This one here, it's okay, but there's a lot of other options on the original Xbox for that kind of sort of military shooter. That one's not too heavy into like the realism, like it's not like a sim or anything like that, but it still has that sort of style to it. Next game here, also another licensed game, is codenamed Kids Next Door Operation Video Game. The next game here is a game I really wanted to get for a while, and I was finally able to track down a copy of it. It's Conquer Live and Reloaded. Now, of course, it's no Conquer's Bad Fur Day, but still a very good game, and for the original Xbox, it's definitely a must-have for the system. Now, the last game that I want to show you guys in this video is actually not an interesting one at all. I probably should have left it off at Conquers at the end of this video, but the last game here is a game like the one I mentioned just a few moments ago, Conflict Global Terror. Just this one is a more of a military sim, and it's not that good. Again, there are a lot of other options for games like this on the original Xbox, so probably a game that you can avoid. But yep, that was part 1 of my original Xbox collection update. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below. And also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out if you like. And yeah, just heads up for the next 5 parts to this collection update. The videos will be coming every Friday for the next few weeks. So just if you want to continue watching my original Xbox collection update, just wait for the videos every following Friday. Thank you very much, and that's it. See ya.